Alright, welcome back to more Modern Pollution, the deck where we bother our opponent with enchantments until we eventually slam a Grey Merchant and win. Kind of gets a good trolling aspect throughout, as we hope we don't get hammered in the meantime. The main deck is the same, although I did make some changes to the sideboard. We took out the Grim Guardians, which was a 3-drop enchantment creature. There was a 1/4. Opponent loses 1 life every time every time we put an enchantment into play, which seemed really well positioned in our deck, but just never seemed like the right play, and just probably not a great card in general. Instead, we put in Geralf's Messenger, which seems just way better. 3 Devotion, which is terrific. Plus, basically a 2 damage burn spell when it comes into play. Opponent loses 2 life. And then it comes back with Undying, and it's a 3/2 creature that'll then become a 4/3. So, in that mill match we lost, we really could have used a creature that could do some damage. The other slot was the Hissing Miasmas and Palace Sieges, which both seem really well positioned in our deck, but just, always seemed like too little too late. I don't think I ever sideboarded them in except maybe Palace Siege. But it's a 5-drop, so it's hard to play anyway. Anyway, I took those out. Felt like putting something lower cost in. I thought in maybe another creature. We put in Gifted Aetherborn, which is like a, Vampire Nighthawk Light, Death Touch Lifelink 2/3 for 2 black. So 2 Devotion. Pretty solid creature. Can trade with any big threats that, like I said before, threaten to hammer us before we get our Grey Merchant into play. So, not sure if that's the right sideboard option, but I like it for now. So, it's off to the play lobby tournament practice, the right deck, and we'll play one of these guys. El Tedo. We got a guy named Ted who took a Spanish class once, I assume. All right. Here we go. All right. 2 swamps, a Evil Presence, and 2 Sinister Possessions, plus Underworld Dreams, and then eventually Erebos. That actually seems pretty good. Let's keep it. He also kept 7. So he's going to go first because he won the die roll. We don't mind too much because we like to be reactive. Obviously, they need a land in play for us to play Evil Presence. Obviously, they need creatures in play for us to play Sinister Possession. So those make sense. In our mill match before, I'm not positive that it was the right choice to take the draw. I think in that case I should have taken the play, and possibly in game 2 or 3 here. I might choose to take the play if I have the option. But we like the draw anyway, so it's a good place to be. Serum Visions, what are we playing against? The mill deck was playing Serum Visions, so I really hope that's not happening again. Drawing a card and scrying 2. When I play aggro, Serum Visions is like my favorite thing for my opponent to be doing. I'm like, oh, you're not going to do anything this turn? Great. This deck is totally different. I'm like, oh, you're not going to do anything this turn? Well, I guess I'm not going to do anything either. Another Evil Presence. Okay. So, somebody who plays a lot of lands obviously doesn't really care about Evil Presence too much. But people who play low land count decks, especially decks that play a lot of like 1 and 2 drops that are really color intensive, they really get hammered by Evil Presence. We played against a zoo deck before that, pretty much folds to something like that. Because everything is a 1-drop. So black mana doesn't do too much if you're not in that color. The mill match, they were playing black, so they were probably like, all right. That kind of stunk. But hopefully here will be good. For some reason my F2 button is like not passing today. I don't know. Could be their computer, could be mine. No, that's all we got. I assume we'll Evil Presence whatever land he plays, which is that mountain right there. Very pretty looking mountain. If he plays a creature, we can Sinister Possession it, which I wouldn't mind doing. End step. Okay. Waiting for El Teto. Ooh, Gray Merchant. Always like to see that. It's not coming down for a while, but will someday. That's our big finisher. The way the deck works is like Sinister Possession obviously causes them to lose 2 life if they attack with a creature, but you know, you can always choose to just not attack with your creatures. He's gonna lightning bolt us in response. That's fine. Some of the lands we have, or land enchantments we have, like Pooling Venom and Contaminated Ground, cause the opponent to lose life when they tap their lands. But again, they can just choose not to tap their lands. Kind of just play a slow game like we're playing, and really, you know, kind of stay up in the life department. Underworld Dreams is a little bit of a different story. Playing the drums a little bit. A little bit of a different story because most people have to draw a card unless they're dredging or something like that. Evil Presence again. So we can't Evil Presence Arid Mesa. That's dumb. So we just gotta pass. Maybe he'll fetch in our main phase. I like the triple Evil Presence. That's a fun way to start. There's always a chance the opponent just concedes. I'd really like another swamp so we can get something for him, you know, drawing cards. So what I was basically saying before is that in this deck you need something that will end the game because nobody's going to tap a land or attack with a creature to put themselves to 0. Deceiver Exarch. Oh man, is he playing the Splinter Twin combo? Obviously not Splinter Twin, but just what's his butt? The Kiki-Jiki. He's gonna tap my land. Okay. It's still my end step. So he's not gonna be comboing off now because he's got a bunch of swamps. I think he needs 3 red sources for Kiki-Jiki. But yeah, we need to finish her eventually. Underworld Dreams because you have to draw a card. Gray Merchant because you take damage. Even Erebos because, you know, he attacks. Combat damage, yeah, we'll take 1. How do we get to 16? Oh, because we got bolted. I forgot about that. Sulfur Falls and Steam Vents are pretty much the same thing. Oh, come on, Contaminated Ground. I think we Evil Presence the Steam Vents and Sinister Possession the Exarch because that'll just dissuade him from attacking. We're really going to just shut this guy off in terms of mana production because we got a Contaminated Ground coming down next turn. So, I mean, if he's playing Kiki-Jiki, he's never going to hit that. Oh, he's going to play another Deceiver Exarch in response. Wow. Okay. Oh, and he's going to tap our other land. That's smart. Very smart. Now I wish we had played Contaminated Ground, but I didn't anticipate that. So, hey, you got it. Well played, El Teto. All right. 2 damage coming in, which actually is not bad. 8-turn clock. We're both kind of control-y. This game could go long. Pooling Venom. Ugh. I was hoping for not that, actually. Here's the thing for us to think about. Do we Contaminated Ground his last land, or do we Sinister Possession both Deceiver Exarchs? I don't know. I'm inclined to save us some life, but I'm also inclined to keep him off of all of his mana. He might pull another trick on us like he did with the last Deceiver Exarch, so I think I'm going to Contaminated Ground, hoping that he just has no more of the right sources. If he wants to try to do any shenanigans like stuff in response, like flash creatures or stuff, then at least we've already played our spell. Oh, Spell Snare. Ah, man. Didn't think about that either. All right. Well, we're learning, right? This Sinister Possession would have been a lot better. He's probably playing like Cryptic and stuff like that. I doubt he's playing like Mana Leak maybe. So we probably should have seen Spell Snare coming. A Signet. Okay. That is weirdly good against us. Why does he play that? Why does he play that? Did he know we were coming? Did he like... Did he hear about us on YouTube? Oh yeah, we might end up playing this guy. I think we should get a Signet so we can still get our mana. Yeah. We're getting, like, slowly hammered. Pooling Venom. We don't like that. We don't want Pooling Venom. I don't think that's going to bother him too much. Let's play Sinister Possession. See what happens. He's got 3 cards in hand. I assume some of them are answers. But maybe not. Oh, it's stuck. Let's try another one. Alright. I'm happy. We have 2 lands in play. It's like turn 6. Where are our lands? We played 24 lands. Is he going to go for it? Oh, he is. He's going to take 4. Yeah, I don't mind. He's trying to aggro us out. He probably has no idea what we're doing is probably why. he's like, this guy's not doing anything. Let's just beat him. End step. Okay. Land. Come on. Swamp. Oh, man. Come on. We need something. It's Pooling Venom. At least we can Pooling Venom. I mean, if nothing else. At least we got a lot of devotion, too. He tapped his land in response, but nothing showed up. I don't know what that means. Still my main phase, I guess. He's got a mountain. No, he doesn't. I don't know. Not sure what he's trying. He might just be upset and tapping his lands, like stop turning my lands into swamps. Pooling Venom, he can tap through though. He can choose to tap that Sulfur Falls if he wants. But he's got his Signet, so kind of. I'm not mad about it. I'm just kind of like floored that he plays that card. I don't know why. He's obviously got his dual lands that he should be able to get. Like, are people like playing Evil Presence in Modern now? He has another one. Does it do something else? It like ramps a little bit, but it doesn't seem worth it. Except in this exact situation. So he's going to take 4 more. Wow. We played against Zoo guy that was pretty aggro, attacking with his Goblin guys through Contaminated Bond, but this is even more. He's hitting himself down farther than we are. We're down to 8, yeah, because he did this for 2, I guess. Ooh, there's our swamp, yeah! Okay, so we swamp. Finally, and we Underworld Dreams. We're actually in an okay position if we Underworld Dreams this turn and next turn, because then at that point he's taken 2. Nice. 2 damage per turn at least from drawing, and maybe he'll play something that draws some cards too. Yeah, that's what we want to see. It's a lot of devotion too. If we had more than 3 swamps, we could play Grey Merchant and the game would be over. Because our devotion is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 with Grey Merchant, I don't know where my swamps are. I feel like when I play 24 lands, that's all I draw. He's going to shock himself. And he's going to do... Oh, he just comboed us. Okay, so... He got there. Yeah, he got there, right? Should we make him do it all those times? No, we're not going to make him do it. I usually make everybody do their combos. We'll let him make one more. He's probably like, just concede, man. Yeah, we'll concede the game. That's fine. That's fine. El Teto wins. Oh man. I guess they made that other guy click through all those Valkut triggers, so maybe that's unfair. Alright, I have no idea why he's playing that Signet. I don't think I should put in Relic Bane, should I? Like, that's just so weird to me. Do we want to... I didn't like pooling Venom. Plus, he plays a lot of lands. He's got to get 5 for Kiki-Jiki, so, he can avoid tapping those. I think if he combos us, he wins. So we don't really care about our life total that much. I don't think he's gonna beat us on that end. But let's put in our Giraffe's Messenger because we got him. So I'm just hoping we draw more lands this time. That's all we need. We would have had that game in the bag with 2 more swamps. But I like to play first. Ugh. Yeah. Let's try it. We're keeping this. This is great. It's got our finishers. It's got some stuff to bother him in the meantime. I'm surprised that he attacked through those sinister possessions, because he was doing more to himself than us, and the only way that was going to work out for him is if he did his combo, I think. So I'm a little confused, but we're going to swamp. We can't eat presents. This is the reason that I tend to want the draw. But, oh well. I suppose we can still Contaminated Bond to stop something, but we really just want him to not combo. Swamp and go. If we can get Erebos into play with enough devotion, that'd actually be pretty great. Another benefit of Sinister Possession and Contaminated Bond is that it also stops creatures from blocking. So, especially if we're playing Erebos and our Geralf's Messenger, then they can choose not to attack. But if we're attacking, then they either they block and take 3, or they take 5 or 3. So at that point, you're eliminating they have a choice, but you're basically eliminating their choice. Desolate Lighthouse. This freaking Signet. I have no idea why he's playing this. It doesn't seem to make any sense. I guess he's trying to ramp to Kiki-Jiki because it's more expensive than Twin. Draw a card, discard a card. That helps him dig. I don't know what I want to get rid of. Yeah, that makes sense. He wants to ramp to his combo. That's fair. Ooh, Geralf's Messenger. I'm actually going to play Geralf's Messenger while he can't counter it. Because I can start attacking in right away. He's going to take 2. Also, that's really solid devotion for our Erebos. Also, what was I going to say? Also, if he removes it with like a lightning bolt, then he's going to have to remove it again. So that's cool. End step. I feel like he's going to hammer us soon. I kind of get the Signet now. Oh, man. Geralf's Messenger. He's doing something already. That's my draw step. Vendilion Click. Ooh. That's pretty cool. All right. Do your worst. What's he going to take? Grey Merchant? Erebos? I don't know. I'm not going to cast any instants. We don't play any instants. We actually don't play any spells that are not permanents. Main deck or sideboard. Alright. I guess getting kind of excited. I feel like this is a fun match. He's like, I don't know what to take. I wouldn't know what to take either. He can honestly have any one of these cards, and I'm cool with that. I can't think of like one that I'd favor more than any others. Because it basically, if he combos, he wins. If he doesn't combo, we win. I assume is what's going to happen. Because his X-Arcs are not going to, like, they can block our messengers, but once they're contaminated bonded, then that would be 3 damage anyway. Evil Presence. Okay, that was a good play. That's probably what I would have done. I drew a Swamp, though. Did we play a Swamp this turn? Nope, we didn't. All right. So we... What do we do? I honestly think we play Erebos. Because he can block and save himself the damage from Drolf's Messenger, but then Drolf's Messenger comes back bigger. We're not too worried about damage from Vendilion Click, I don't think, because... I mean, I think we'd win that race. So let's attack. And then I'd like to play Erebos. That's my favored play. So let's do what we do and then see what he does. So if he doesn't block and just takes it, then we just play Erebos. If he blocks, I think we still just play Erebos. I don't think we have anything else to do. Our other option is to Contaminated Bond the Vendilion Click to dissuade him from blocking, or at least if he blocks, he'll take 3. I don't know. Attacking in. We play Erebos first, even though we don't have the Devotion, because next turn we'll have the Devotion, I assume. He lets it go. All right, fair. So let's get Erebos down, because we're kind of racing him, basically. Because if he plays his combo, we're done. Which this deck actually really does not like racing. Because we're not really a race for the damage kind of thing. And plus our usually Gray Merchant, like if we were to be able to slam a Gray Merchant next turn, at least against an aggro deck or a mid-range deck, that gains us a bunch of life and gives us a pretty solid blocker, so buys us more time. But against him, that's not going to do anything because his combo wins, whether we have 20 life or 20 million life. Yeah, that's it. Drolf's Messenger. Bunch of Devotion. Pretty much the best thing about it, despite all the other great things about it. What's he doing? He's got so much. Is he gonna play Kiki and then Thundermaw Hellkite? 1 damage to each creature with flying your opponent's control. Is that what it does? Tap those creatures. Okay. But it's flying haste, so maybe he's just gonna race us this game. Yep. So, all right, he's totally tapped out, so we can have a good turn here if we want. Oh, Stab Wound. So he can attack through Contaminated Bonds and deal us another 8, which we're really low on life. We need 1 more Devotion for Erebos. So if we play 2 Contaminated Bonds, attack with Messenger and Erebos to deal 8, then he's down to, oh man, math, 5. So he can't attack with both creatures if we play 2 Contaminated Bonds. I think that's got to be our play. I can't think of a better way that would go. Because we're going to do 8 to him, and then we need to do another 5. Messenger's not going to do 5. So let's do it. We need to do it first so that Erebos becomes a creature. We also love that he's tapped out. This is fun. Ooh, let's see what happens. Like neck and neck. Alright, main phase done. Not going to skip through combat like I sometimes do. Oh man. We're at 12. I think we feel good about being at 12. If he plays Kiki-Jiki, then we're dead, I think. That's the only problem with what we're doing. Because he just copies his Hellkite and then bashes our face in. But I'm hoping he doesn't have that. Oh, that was weird. Let's see what happens. I hope he's just stuck. He's like, oh, I can't do it. Our hope, obviously, is he passes to us and we swamp and then Gray Merchant. Okay, so he's going to get in for 5. I assume that means he doesn't have anything great. So actually, if he passes to us, we got it. Because he's at 2. We would just messenger. But I assume he could counter something. We got to... So do we attack first and let him play his spell? Or do we play our spell? I think we got to play around Cryptic, because if he plays Cryptic, then he can tap our creatures and counter our spell. So we're going to play around Cryptic. Yeah. So he has to decide to tap our creatures and draw a card or something. And then we draw Elf's Messenger to win. I assume. He's probably thinking the same thing. Does he play Cryptic and risk us playing something? Because he can't block both of our creatures, so he has to do something. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana available of any colors he wants. I'm happy he's thinking. I'm happy it's not just an easy choice for him. Like he's got the perfect answer in hand. Like, oh, I'll just do this. He might just concede to us if he knows he can't do anything. Oh, okay. I assume it's Cryptic Command. That's my best guess. Because otherwise he wouldn't do it pre-attacking. Yeah, there we go. See how slowly and sadly he tapped those lands? Because he's gonna... Oh, return. Oh, he returned his Hellkite. So he can replay it and kill us. That's what he wants to do. So now it's my second main. I almost pressed F2. I thought we were still at the beginning. I almost pressed F2. Don't worry, guys. Okay, do we Stab Wound or draw Elf's Messenger? I don't think it matters either way. Because if he has a counterspell, it's a counterspell. I don't think he's going to have, like, counter a creature spell or something. So, this Stab Wound will also do it. Oh, no, Stab Wound wouldn't do it. Because he doesn't have his Hellkite anymore. And it would kill his Vendilion Clique. So there's our 2. Let's see what happens. He's got 4 cards in hand. Cannot spell Snare. I don't know what he... Oh, he's paying costs. His response is to Lightning Bolt our other Giralf's Messenger, and so we win anyway. I like this guy. I like when people do goofy stuff like that. I choose how I lose the game. And it's not to that Giralf's Messenger, it'll be to this Giralf's Messenger. Oh man, that was a fun end to that game. I bet he had fun too. I think we like what we're doing here. I don't think anything else could be better. Obviously not Corrupted Roots. Pooling Venom is lame against him. Gifted Aetherborn is also lame because his The good creatures we just saw are all flying. We can gain ourselves some life, but, you know, that's useless against the combo, and that's really what we care about. Relic Bane would be pretty fun against that Signet, but I assume that's his only artifact, so I'm not really feeling like that's a great idea. Let's run it back. That worked pretty well, I think. All right, he's going to decide whether to play first. He's probably going to decide to play first, and then, you know, we don't mind being second. We both ran down our match clocks quite a bit. I didn't realize that. He doesn't know whether to play first, I guess. Or he's like getting a drink or something like that. He might be thinking about our deck, which would be cool. Like, oh, maybe I don't want to play second, so that he doesn't Evil Presence the first thing I play. All right, 4 lands, Gray Merchant, Sinister Possession, Underworld Dreams. This is actually a great hand for our deck because it's a bunch of Devotion right off the bat into a Gray Merchant. So we're certainly going to keep it. Hopefully we draw some more fun stuff in the meantime. Arid Mesa. Okay. Fine with that. He's gonna Serum Visions, I assume. Yeah. Wish we could slam an Underworld Dreams like turn 0. Just to prey on these decks. I think our best matchup so far out of the games that we've played with this deck, I think the best matchup is against Zoo aggro. Specifically Zoo, but then probably aggro in general. Because that's where we can actually kind of outclass our creatures with our enchant creature spells. And then really put on the hurt with the Evil Presence. So we just drew an Evil Presence, obviously our ideal play here. Keep him off whatever he's going to be doing. Until he plays like 8 of those Signets again. Man, I hope I don't regret not putting in Relic Bane. Okay, because he has few lands in play. It comes into play on tap. End step though, he doesn't have a play. Excuse me. Okay, we got a bunch of lands. We're gonna play a swamp. And then pass, because he doesn't have anything that we can do anything with. Underworld Dreams, next turn. Some stuff on our turn 4. And then, hopefully that's a big gold Gray Merchant at that point. With Underworld Dreams only and our Evil Presence, we'd have 4, 5, 6. Wish I could have gotten that Underworld Dreams down. That's so rough. He's like drawing a bunch of cards. I'm like, no, wait to do that until I have my Underworld Dreams in play. All right. Oh man. Oh, Contaminated Ground. Oh man. I think we. Oh, that's frustrating. Do we Underworld Dreams or do we Contaminated Ground? If you had a creature in play, obviously I think we'd Contaminated Ground, Sinister Possession. But I think we maximize our mana usage if we play Underworld Dreams right now. Because then next turn, if we draw like a 1-drop or another 2-drop, we can play 2 things. I would really like to jam up his land. Oh man, this is rough. I think we Contaminated Ground, just hoping that he's on few lands. He might not be, and in that case, it won't matter. But I think we give it a shot. Oh, I forgot that he could Spell Snare. I should have played around that. We probably should have Underworld Dreams right here. He's gonna Spell Snare. Yeah, that was dumb. I totally forgot about that. We really wanted Underworld Dreams into play. Not bad. All right. He's got another one anyway. So yeah, Underworld Dreams would have been far and away the best play there. I wish we would have done that. Another Signet. Okay. I think he's just ramping to the combo at this point, probably. I mean, hopefully he just doesn't have it. That's like, that's what you want. Can we abuse Nykthos right now? No, because we don't have enough land. Right, we'd only, yeah. We'd have to get an Underworld Dreams into play and then still have 2. So, I mean, let's just keep playing swamps, I guess. That's fine. And then we got to get our Underworld Dreams out, which we should have done before, especially since we drew another one. We could have been playing a second Underworld Dreams right now. That would have been ideal. That last game was a doozy. Felt like I pushed down a couple flights of stairs. Oh, this guy's funny. I like him. Yeah, that was wild. Oh, negate. Oh man, this guy's putting on the hurt. Wow, he's. I felt like I got pushed down a couple flights of stairs. He's a funny guy. I like him. All right, we're getting countered like crazy right now. Oh, nothing. He's just waiting to counter our stuff. We obviously don't Gray Merchant now. That'd be silly. What's he doing? Pestermite. All right. Tapping our land, I guess. Yep, that's fine. Draw another swamp. Let's play that swamp. And then Underworld Dreams again. Hope it sticks. Sticks? Sinister Possession on Pestermite? Why not? All right. All right, he's going to start taking some. Oh man, he got us. All right, we'll make him do 3, just like last time. Can't let him off too easy if he's gonna play this kind of deck. We're not gonna make him do like 20 of them though. All right, he got it. All right, there we go. So we had a pretty good second game. Obviously got comboed out for these other ones.